Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a unique and often overlooked piece, the 2009 District of Columbia quarter. Don't let its everyday appearance fool you. This coin holds secrets that can make it incredibly valuable for collectors. The 2009 quarters were part of the U.S. Mint's special program to honor all 50 states and 6 territories. Among these, the District of Columbia quarter stands out, not just because of its design but also because of some rare variants and errors that make it highly sought after. Let's talk about the design first. The reverse side features Duke Ellington, a legendary jazz musician and composer who was born in Washington, D.C. The intricate details and the tribute to a cultural icon make this quarter special in its own right. However, what makes this coin truly fascinating to collectors are the rare minting errors that can appear. One of the most notable is the double die error, a subtle but striking doubling effect on the inscriptions or date, caused by a misalignment during the coin's production. These double die coins are incredibly rare and highly prized. Another error to watch for is the missing or weak mint mark, especially from the Philadelphia or Denver mints. Variants like these are like hidden gems for collectors, pushing the coin's value much higher than face value. And then there are the off-center strikes, where the coin's design is not properly aligned on the blank planchet, giving it a unique and collectible look. These errors are not only eye-catching but also scarce, adding significant value. Now, most 2009 District of Columbia quarters you find in circulation will be worth just 25 cents. But if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition with one of these rare errors, its value skyrockets. Collectors around the world are on the lookout for these rare varieties, and when they appear in top condition, the prices can be astonishing. So, if you happen to come across a 2009 District of Columbia quarter that's flawless, with brilliant detail and one of these rare minting anomalies, don't overlook it, because the value of such a coin could be as high as $49,000. In words, that's right, $49,000 for a single quarter. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this coin deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our exciting coin discoveries. Top 2, we're shining a spotlight on a very special piece, the 2000 Maryland State Quarter. You might think this is just another common coin, but trust me, if you listen closely and keep your eyes sharp, this little quarter could be hiding some serious value. The Maryland Quarter was part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, released by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008. Each coin celebrates a unique state with special designs representing local history, culture, or symbols. Maryland's quarter showcases the Maryland state flag, known for its striking red, black, yellow, and white colors and historic significance. Though millions of Maryland quarters were minted in 2000, a handful of them have become incredibly rare and highly valuable due to errors and exceptional condition. First, let's talk about condition. Most coins you find in circulation have been worn down, but those preserved in mint state condition, meaning they look as fresh as the day they left the mint, are always in higher demand. A sharp, uncirculated Maryland quarter with original luster can fetch a surprisingly good price, but what really excites collectors are the minting errors that occasionally appear. One of the most sought-after mistakes is the double die error, where parts of the design or lettering look doubled. This occurs when the coin's die strikes twice with slight misalignment, creating a distinctive shadow effect. Double die errors on the Maryland quarter are incredibly rare and can add thousands to the coin's value. Another notable error is the missing or misplaced mint mark, particularly from the Denver or Philadelphia mints. These subtle differences might look like small mistakes, but for collectors, they're gold mines. Coins with these errors are often unique and can command high prices. Also keep an eye out for off-center strikes, where the coin's design is not perfectly centered on the blank. These coins stand out immediately and are popular among collectors for their uniqueness and rarity. Now, in everyday transactions, a Maryland quarter is worth 25 cents. But a coin in pristine condition with one or more of these rare errors? That's where things get really interesting. Collectors across the country are hunting for these error coins because they're scarce and valuable. When such a coin comes up for sale, it can attract offers far beyond what you'd expect for a quarter. If you ever come across a 2000 Maryland quarter that's uncirculated, vibrant, and shows signs of a minting error, hold on to it tightly. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure, and here's the moment you've been waiting for. The value of a rare and flawless 2000 Maryland quarter with those unique minting errors can reach an astonishing $57,000 in words. Yes, you heard that correctly, $57,000 for a single quarter. Top 3, we're exploring the fascinating story behind a coin you might have overlooked, the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter. It might seem like just another quarter at first glance, but if you're a collector or someone curious about hidden treasures in your pocket change, listen closely. This small, seemingly ordinary coin could hold extraordinary value. The Louisiana Quarter was released as part of the U.S. Mint's renowned 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program celebrated the unique heritage and symbols of all 50 states, creating a surge of interest in coin collecting across the country. Louisiana's quarter showcases the state bird, the brown pelican, majestically flying over the state's outline, which is a vivid representation of Louisiana's rich wildlife and proud identity. This design isn't just beautiful, it's a symbol of the Pelican State's resilience and history, but what makes the 2002 Louisiana Quarter truly special isn't just its design, it's the story of rarity and minting errors that make certain examples highly valuable to collectors worldwide. Millions of these quarters were minted across various U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While most ended up in circulation and spent their days jingling in pockets and cash registers, a small fraction of these coins escaped heavy circulation and remained in pristine, near-mint condition. These uncirculated coins, especially those with brilliant original luster, are highly sought after by collectors. Now, rarity alone isn't the whole story. The real intrigue comes from minting errors, those fascinating quirks and mistakes during production that can dramatically boost a coin's value. One of the most notable errors found on some 2002 Louisiana quarters is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice with slight misalignment, creating a shadow or doubled image effect. The doubling is often most noticeable on the date, the motto E pluribus unum, or even the words United States of America. These errors are rare and precious because they result from a production anomaly that collectors hunt for eagerly. Another striking error is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where the pelican or the state outline is cut off or shifted because the planchet wasn't perfectly aligned during the strike. These off-center coins are unique, almost like coin misprints, making them highly collectible due to their scarcity and eye-catching appearance. There are also lesser-known but equally fascinating varieties, such as missing or repunched mint marks. On some coins, the mint mark, usually a small letter indicating where the coin was struck, like D for Denver or P for Philadelphia, can appear doubled, misplaced, or even missing altogether. Such anomalies are often the result of die errors and can be incredibly valuable. What does this mean for everyday people who might find one of these coins in their collection? Well, the average 2002 Louisiana quarter is worth just 25 cents, but if you have a coin that is uncirculated, with brilliant luster and one or more of these rare errors, its worth can skyrocket. Professional collectors and dealers prize these coins because of their rarity, historical significance, and visual appeal. Auctions for error coins like these often fetch prices far beyond the coin's face value, sometimes reaching into the thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. To spot these valuable coins, collectors carefully examine the coin's date, inscriptions, and mint mark under magnification, searching for subtle signs of doubling or misalignment. The coin's condition is also critical. Wear and tear can drastically reduce value, so pristine, sharp coins always command premium prices. It's worth noting that not all error coins are valuable. Some errors are common or minor and don't significantly affect the coin's worth. But those that are rare, such as dramatic double die errors or severely off-center strikes, can be life-changing finds. Now, let's talk about the market for these coins. Over the past few years, collectors have shown increasing interest in state quarters, especially those with known errors. As a result, prices for high-grade or error Louisiana quarters have steadily climbed, and now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the value of an exceptional 2002 Louisiana quarter in mint condition with rare minting errors can reach an astonishing $59,000 in words. Yes, you heard that correctly, $59,000 for a single quarter. So next time you're sorting through your coins, pay close attention to the details. You might just be holding a rare treasure waiting to be discovered. Top 4. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the United States Mint's popular 50-state quarter series, the 2001 Rhode Island quarter. This small but remarkable piece of currency isn't just a quarter, it's a captivating story, a symbol of heritage, and, for some lucky collectors, a very valuable treasure. The 50-state quarters program was launched in 1999 and ran through 2008. It was one of the most successful and widely collected coin series in American history. The goal? To celebrate the unique culture, history, and symbols of each of the 50 states by releasing a special quarter for each one. Rhode Island, the smallest state in the Union, was honored in 2001 with its own beautifully designed quarter. What makes this coin so special, and why should you care if you find one in your change? Let's explore. The Rhode Island quarter's design pays homage to the state's rich maritime history. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of a vintage sailboat, a nod to Rhode Island's deep connection to the sea. This iconic vessel, surrounded by waves, symbolizes the ocean state's role in America's early trade and naval legacy. The inscriptions, Ocean State, 1790, the year Rhode Island became the 13th state, and E pluribus unum, complete this elegant design. Millions of these quarters were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints in 2001. They were widely circulated, which means many people used them every day for their 25-cent value. However, within this large number of coins, some have become quite rare, especially those with specific minting errors or those preserved in pristine condition. What makes the 2001 Rhode Island quarter valuable isn't just its face value but its rarity and condition. Most quarters you find in pockets and coin jars show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, and loss of detail. But an uncirculated Rhode Island quarter, one that looks almost brand new with all its original luster, is a different story altogether. Collectors highly prize these mint state coins because they capture the coin as it was when it left the mint. The finer the condition, the higher the coin's grade, and this directly influences its market value. But here's the real kicker: some 2001 Rhode Island quarters have minting errors that make them extraordinarily rare and valuable. Errors in coins can happen during the production process at the mint when machines or dies malfunction or when human mistakes occur. One of the most sought-after errors on the Rhode Island quarter is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice with slightly misaligned dies, causing the letters or numbers to appear doubled or shadowed. On the Rhode Island quarter, this doubling is often most noticeable on the date 2001, the word Liberty, or the phrase United States of America. These errors are rare, and when they appear on coins in excellent condition, they can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another fascinating error is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where the design is noticeably shifted so that part of the sailboat or lettering is missing or cut off. These off-center coins are striking and rare. Collectors love them because each one is unique, a genuine minting mistake that can't be replicated. There are also varieties involving missing or repunched mint marks. The mint mark, a small letter denoting where the coin was produced, P for Philadelphia or D for Denver, can sometimes be doubled, misplaced, or absent. These subtle variations can increase a coin's value significantly. Now, how can you tell if your Rhode Island quarter has these rare qualities? It takes a keen eye and sometimes a magnifying glass to spot the doubling or misalignment. Coin grading experts use special tools and scales to assess condition and errors, but you don't need to be a pro to start looking. If you find a 2001 Rhode Island quarter that is uncirculated and has one of these minting errors, congratulations, you might be holding a piece of numismatic history that could make you a fortune. The market for rare and error coins has been growing steadily. As collectors seek to complete their sets and find unique specimens, prices have soared. Coins like the 2001 Rhode Island quarter with verified errors or outstanding condition often sell at auction for prices far beyond face value. So, what's the value of a rare, mint condition, error-filled Rhode Island quarter? Here comes the big reveal. such a coin can be worth an astounding $55,000 in words. Yes, you heard it right, $55,000 for a single 25-cent coin. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest, most common things in our everyday lives can hide incredible treasures if we look closely enough. Top 5, and last rare coin, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind one of the standout coins in the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, the 2005 Kansas State Quarter. This coin, while often overlooked in everyday circulation, holds a special place in numismatic history and can be an absolute treasure for those who know what to look for. The 50 State Quarter series, launched in 1999 and running through 2008, was a groundbreaking program that took America by storm. Each year, the Mint released 5 unique quarters, each celebrating the rich heritage, culture, and symbols of a particular state. The Kansas Quarter, released in 2005, stands out as a perfect example of thoughtful design and historical pride. The reverse of the 2005 Kansas Quarter features a striking image, a buffalo, also known as the American bison, standing majestically in front of a field of waving wheat. The buffalo symbolizes the plains and wildlife that shaped Kansas's identity, while the wheat reflects the state's vital role in America's agriculture. Above the buffalo, the inscriptions read, Kansas, 1861, the year Kansas was admitted to the Union, and E pluribus unum. This design beautifully captures the essence of the Sunflower State. Millions of these quarters were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, flooding circulation and wallets across the country. Most of these coins served their purpose in everyday transactions, but a small number escaped into collector hands or remained hidden, uncirculated and pristine. Here's where the magic happens. Within the large production run, some Kansas quarters exhibit minting errors and rare varieties that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the most fascinating error types found on some 2005 Kansas quarters is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the minting dies but slightly misaligned, causing a doubling effect on the inscriptions or images. On the Kansas Quarter, collectors have found doubling on the date, the word Kansas, and sometimes even the buffalo's outline. This doubling creates a shadow-like appearance that is rare and highly sought after. Another notable error is the off-center strike. Imagine holding a coin where the buffalo or the wheat stalks are cut off or shifted to the side. This misalignment during minting makes each off-center coin unique, turning it into a miniature piece of art that collectors chase eagerly. Additionally, some 2005 Kansas quarters show repunched mint marks, where the D or P mint mark appears doubled or stamped incorrectly. These subtle errors, often invisible to the untrained eye, can make a huge difference in a coin's value. The key to unlocking the true value of these coins lies in their condition. Uncirculated quarters, shining with their original luster and free from scratches or wear, can fetch premium prices in the collector market. Coins graded by professional numismatic services, where experts assign condition ratings, are especially prized. For the everyday collector, spotting these errors requires attention to detail. Using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, look closely at the date, inscriptions, and edges for any signs of doubling, misalignment, or unusual features. So, why are these rare error coins so valuable? It comes down to scarcity and demand. Minting errors happen by chance, and only a limited number of error coins survive in excellent condition. Collectors seek these rarities to complete their collections or invest in coins with appreciating value. The market for error coins and uncirculated state quarters has been growing steadily. As awareness of these rarities spreads, prices have climbed, making it an exciting time for coin enthusiasts and investors alike. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value of a rare, uncirculated 2005 Kansas quarter with a significant minting error can reach an astonishing $55,000 in words. Yes, that's $55,000 for a single quarter. So next time you stumble upon a 2005 Kansas quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding a rare treasure worth far more than its face value. Thank you for watching and joining me on this deep dive into the 2005 Kansas State Quarter. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and valuable minting errors, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Happy collecting, and remember, sometimes, the smallest coins can hold the biggest surprises.